Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the FX Quick Build Volkswagen Camper Van Show with me. Hey, it's Riccardo Da Vinci, Vobes. Anyway, it's me. It's Friday. It's the 14th of August. It's 2020, and I'm here for your entertainment and delectation, ladies and gentlemen. We can fade out just a fraction, not too much. Let's go back in again. There we go. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. It's very nice of you. Can you all hear me? Good. It's hello to Nigel Sadler, to Kerry Baldwin, to the lovely Julia, to Ernie the Milkman, to Audrey Forbes, to Glastonbury Gabriel, to Ed Loud, to Ron Langley, Steve G, to the lovely Judith, to Dave Hawkins, to Mike Dixon, to Roy, even Ballinger, to Days of Yore, to Sean James Cameron, and the rest of you who are joining us as we speak. And if I haven't said your name, I apologise, but there we are. 28 current viewers, 1 like, 1 thumb, which is lovely. Mike Stevens, those models are available at Lidl store near you, apparently. They may be available at a bigger store as well, not just the little ones. Yes, it does look like we have got a little bit of quick build action in today's show. Hoping it's not a farmyard, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you thought that this was a farmyard, but no. Also, we do have some videos which we're going to be playing in the show, and we have the phone line so that you may give us a tinkle on 07934746790, which you can do that in a short while. How are you? What have you been up to? How is the week? It is cooler now. Have you noticed it's just that little bit cooler? Certainly in the southeast here where I am down in Worthing, it is a little bit cooler, which is lovely. And I'm very pleased to hear that. Oh, my goodness. I think all the plants are sort of beginning to wilt, and it was a question of running out with the old watering can in the front garden to make sure that the rhubarb had the plenty of water. Actually, I meant that today, one of the tasks I was going to do today was to dig the rhubarb into the actual ground. Take it out the pot and dig it in the ground so that it has a chance to flourish, because it's not getting any bigger. So there we go. Anyway, lovely to see you. Thank you very much for calling in. We have some videos, as I say, but we are going to have a little look at this quick build thingy, and we're going to try and get ourselves into this and see what is required. Now, apparently it is a quick build, so I'm hoping that throughout the show we will be able to try and stumble this together. Now, I don't know if there's any glue involved in putting this together. There are the instructions, okay? And I may need some help with it. So if you ring up and say left a bit, right a bit, forward a bit, down a bit, back a bit, that would be helpful. I'm going to have a slurp of tea. By the way, that's Queen Anne tea, Lady Grey tea tonight, not Queen Anne tea. I've been saying that all evening. So I think let's isolate some of the bits. I think these are the windows and things. I think they're the windows, and I believe that this is all the gubbins, which we are most likely going to drop on the floor and lose every last bit. Hello to Elaine Whitelock. Very nice to see you there. Nigel says it's gone to pieces. It certainly has gone to pieces. Andy Stacey says, evening all. Mike Stevens, hello to you. Mike Dixon, Peter Lowry. Hello there. Nice to see you, Peter. And Paul Smith, good evening there. Throw them away. No. I have no idea. He says it's easy build. Looking at this and these bits, I don't think it's as easy as it looks. Not at all, not when you're live, and not if it's going to be a bit boring entertainment. So we may have to do that another occasion. But we will get around to it. Rick M is here. Get Eric to help. Eric?
That's right, sir.
He's down there in the basement. He's not able to come up. Mike Dixon says, I made a model as a kid and must admit I never found them that easy. This is the easy quick build in 20 stages. Stage 1, because it says stage 1 and what have you. For stage 1 should really be isolate all the bits into an area so you know what the hell you're making. I mean, I know what I'm making, but I thought it might be in 4 sections that you go click, 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 done. but it isn't. Never mind. Anyway, I've got some books that came in the post that I want to say a big thank you to, but I left them in the other room because I'm a ninny goat gruff. But don't let that worry you. We're going to start off with a video. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, because the lovely Robert Croser hasn't made a video for a while, but he has now. We've got one from up north, from our Cumberland extraordinaire person, correspondent from Cumbria, just north of the Lake District. We have in the Vobes Video Vault, we have the one and only Roberto Croseri.
Hello, Vobenauts. And where am I today, you may ask? Well, I'm in the Scottish borders looking for my ancestors, which were the Border Reivers. Now, I'm sure you've heard of them, and my surname, Croser, is an infamous Reiver name. Now, I'm just panning round to show you what kind of countryside we have round here. Wild and dramatic, and look, there's fields. There's farmers in those fields somewhere, but at least said about that the better. Anyhow, this is the first of, I think, 3 videos I'm doing today, because I haven't done any in a while. I don't have the technical ability or than some of the people, but actually I do, I just can't be bothered. But I thought I'd show you this countryside round here as a start off. That low hump in the distance there, right in the middle, is Carby Hill, and on top of there is a hill fort. Now I'm going to try and get there today. I'm on foot, having come here by a rickety bus that only runs 3 days a week. Shocking. Now I've come up from the village of Newcastleton. Not Newcastle, where the Geordies come from, but Newcastleton, formerly known as Copshaw Home. That was a tiny village until the 17th century. The Duke of Buccleuch decided in his infinite wisdom to move it so him and his rich friends could shoot grouse. But I think he did a very good job. It's laid out in a grid pattern. It's got one long street, and it's all very pretty laid out in the local granite, so it's all grey and low-lying. It's beautiful. It's got a few pubs. It's got a church. It used to have a railway station, but that closed in 1969 as part of the famous Waverley Line. But touch wood, it may reopen one day, if you believe the rumours, and that they can get the funding. So I'm going to end this now, because I know he just likes 2 or 3 minute videos at a time. I shan't go any further. I'm just going to say I will see you down at the next point of interest, which is a ruin called Mangerton Tower, and that's where my ancestors hail from. Hopefully I should find it. If I just follow the old railway line, I should get to it fairly quickly, but we'll wait and see, because I've never been there before. So until then, Vobenauts, I should say toodle pip.
That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. There we are, that's better. There we are, that's Robert Croser. I have managed to put some bits on here. Look, I've got a back bumper on, and I've got a bit here. That bit I've managed to get on, and that's it. Now I've managed to get that off. So I am following the instructions. Thank you very much, Robert Croser. Fascinating. Another 2 more videos of Robert Croser to come in. Very much looking forward to those. So that was good. I did have trouble trying. I hope that didn't, by the way, didn't buffer or anything like that whilst it was on. Do let me know, because I was trying to encode that at 720p. Every time I did it 3 times, and it came out overexposed. I don't know why. There was no exposure on it, but for some reason it was doing that, which is a bit odd. But anyway, when the next lot of videos come in, that will be fantastic. Now, I am on piece number 3, which is here. And according to this, we need the right one of them, which is that. And I need a slanty window, which I don't know if that's right or left. Does it say right or left? It says ML, and it's got two things on it. And I have no idea. There's the R, so maybe it goes there, does it? Does it go like there? That's not right. Maybe there's another window that looks like that. Maybe it's that one. Oh, there we go. Must be that one. Oh, it won't click into place. That's a. Oh, there we are. Look. Is that right? That doesn't look right either. Well, maybe it is. See, this is going to be quite dull and boring if I'm doing this at the same time. I do apologise. I might have to put this away. Yeah. Anyway, because also what happens is I can't actually concentrate on the show. But I did. I gave it a whirl. But to be honest with you, I'll doing it on the show is just not going to work. So, anyway, that's our first video. Robert Croce has kicked us off. Thank you very much. Lovely to see Robert. Don't forget you can give us a call, 0793 4746 790. What do you want to talk about on a Friday? What's your week like? Has the weather put you off? Are you able to concentrate? Now, have you gone out and bought yourself a big fan to chill down, only to find that by the time it arrived from your online provider, that the temperatures have dropped? Is it going to rain? Have you been on a train that derailed recently? What exciting things has gone on in your life? Nigel Sadler says Julia has plenty of experience with Lego. She would be able to help him. I'm sure she's not here, though. Sean James Cameron says, don't drive through Camden in that camper van. The police will stop you. Ah, will they? It was perfect for me, that video, says Sean. Nice countryside, says Peter Lowry. It was nice country. Nice one, Robert Croce, says Days of Yore. Beautiful place. Cynthia Pate is with Sean James Cameron. Was it Croce gang in Riviera country? No idea what that means. Mike Stevens says, I have met and chatted to Eric Robson. Really nice guy. Oh, Eric Robson, what? As of the Gardener's Question Time. How interesting. It looks like it has Lego type fittings, says Mark Flint. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's a Lego. Though it says Airfix, it does seem to be, basically, it's Lego. Mark Selwood's here, so we've got to make sure the show is not samey, which is why we've had a go at doing a little bit of Lego work today. Michael White says, I have an Armstrong, Douglas, Scotts and Elliots in my family tree. Great. I have an oak and a Douglas fir in mine. Mark Selwood says, hello, Richard. Linda Kane says, I stood in the rain and made runner bean chutney. What, whilst in the rain? That's an interesting thing to do. And Jan O says, Richard, you've been to Audley End. Have you been to Audley End House? They have reenactors working there. I think you might enjoy. Where the hell is Audley End House? Jen O. That would be interesting. Guess who says Sealy Chase? No, I do. And Mike Stevens says, yes, the ex-presenter of Gardener's Question Time. Isn't he dead now? What's his name? Mike Robinson. Eric Robinson. Isn't he? Robson. He died, didn't he? He died of death. I think his heart stopped beating. Mark Sower says, I'm so sorry for my snarky comment. I hope one day I can be forgiven that the Richard Vobes doesn't go on about how samey it is. Well, give us a ring, Mark. Give us a ring and tell us just how samey the show is. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear from the lovely Mark Selwood. 0793 4746 790. Help me out. I'm trying to stick this lot together. But if I concentrate on this, it'll be the most boring show in the world. Nobody wants to watch a man try and put some Lego together and try and coherently talk at the same time. It's bad enough trying to coherently talk and fill an hour and a half at the best of times. But there you are. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this stuff away back in the box for another day. In the meantime, is Mark Selwood able to send us an email? I mean, make a phone call to the show on this night of all nights and to put things right? Obviously not. So, all right. Well, I think it's time then for another video.
Hello, Vogonauts. And
Obviously not the same one again. That would be silly. We have the lovely Jeff Kellison. Is Jeff out there? He sent in a video for us. I want to make sure he's there when we play in the video. Is Monsieur Le Kellison? Is Monsieur... I can't see him. Is Jeff Kellison out there? I'm looking very hard. Are you there, Jeff? Are you there? We've got Jeff Kellison coming up in the show a bit later on. We'll wait for Jeff to reappear. But before then, Mike Dixon. Hello, it's Mike Dixon here. And Bella. Mike Dixon has been experimenting with a zoom lens. Now, Mike, you broke the cardinal sin. You sent in your video in portrait mode, not in landscape mode. It's the cardinal sin. So I've had to stretch it out because I don't like to play them in like that because they're so thin and narrow on a widescreen telly. So this is Mike Dixon with his new toy.
Hello, Vobesters. It's Mike Dixon and Bella. Yeah, we're just sitting at home. I've just bought a new lens for my mobile phone. So I'm sitting about 20 foot away from our pond, which has a little waterfall. So I'm just filming on video the waterfall. It picks up every tiny movement, even trying to hold it very still. But it's pretty clever. It costs £5. Pretty clever technology, mixing it with my iPhone X, which has a very clever camera. Anyway, thought I'd just share it with you. Lovely sound of the running water. And we've got some baby fish in the pond and some frogs. And there's about 40 fish in the water swimming around. Very beautiful, very relaxing, very mindful. Just nice to sit down with a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of beer, and relax. Even in the heart of kind of home area. You can hear the seagulls in the background. We're about 500 yards from Shoreham Harbour. Okay, thought I'd just share it with you. Anyway, I'll pass you back to Richard. Take care. Bye.
There we go, Mike Dixon all zoomed in. But we didn't get to see Bella. What happened to Bella? This lovely little fella. Somebody rang just now and I went to answer it, but it sort of rung off or I pressed the wrong button. I apologise for that. If that was you and you called in, do try ringing again. 0793 4746 790 is the number. It says from memory as well this time. Give us a tinkle. Here we go. Look, this is the way you do it. And let's find out who is on the line. Hello, caller. How are you? Now, why can't I hear you? Hang on a minute, caller. Oh, I know why. Hang on. But you're there. I know you're there and everybody else can hear you. But because the last show I did with calls, I forgot to plug that in. There we go. Hello, caller.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, is it Mr. Murphy?
It's Mr. Mark.
Oh, it's Mark. Do you know, for a moment there, you sounded like Andy Murphy.
How are you, all right?
I'm very samey at the moment. How are you?
Amy, yeah, not too bad. I'm here in the kitchen with the lovely Nikki at the moment.
Hello, Nikki.
Say hello to Richard, Nick.
Hello, Richard. How are you?
How are you?
See? It's just how it works. Yes, I'm very well, thank you very much. I enjoyed your film, Punting on the River Oxford, or wherever it was you were, dressed up.
Did you enjoy that?
Are you still there? You talking amongst yourselves?
No, and Nikki's doing the dishes.
Oh, she's doing the dishes. Oh, I see. As long as she's not cleaning. Anyway, so are you up in London, or is she down with you in Cornwall?
I'm up in Hounslow at the moment.
Oh, in Hounslow.
Sweating my bottom off in the Hounslow.
Working your buttocks. So tell me, has Nikki sold her house now?
No, not yet. It's still on the market.
Oh, I know that feeling. Tell me about it. I know exactly what that's like.
I know you're still on the market yourself.
Well, not me. No, the house. The house is on the market, not me. I'm not on the market.
You're trying to sell your dad's house, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I can sell my dad as well, actually, because he's in a box. I could wrap him up if anybody wants. Dead person in ash form.
I could give you some good money for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be, a film might want a prop of a dead person in ash form.
Look, Rich, I want to apologise.
Oh yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What for?
Well, yeah, for the samey comment.
Oh, the samey comment again. More of the same.
Samey.
Did you say why? What did you say then? Did you say everything?
It's Mousel, Richard.
Mousel.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt with that on.
Are you? It's Mousel, Richard. You must get a T-shirt. Send one to me.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt with it's Mousel, Rich, on the front.
Yes.
On the back, it's gonna say it's all a bit samey.
It's all a bit samey. Yes. I think that they would go down quite well. Actually, we should open up a T-shirt store and we could get some of these comments on. I think that would be great.
We should. So. But no, I listened to your Board Explorer podcast a few days ago.
Oh yeah.
And my heart ached for you because you did say it struck a nerve with you. It struck a chord with you when I made that comment. And
no, it didn't. I'm only joking about it.
No, it did.
Oh, did it?
Well, it did, and I thought everyone's going to hate me.
I hope so. I mean, no, of course they won't, Mark.
But I'm not a nasty person,
Really?
I know to put my foot in it sometimes.
No, but it's interesting because what it did is it elicited debate and thought. And the thought is that actually people do like samey.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you build an audience with that samey.
Yes, yes. If you took, oh, it's funny. I was watching a YouTube video earlier today. What wasn't one of yours, funny enough. And the guy was saying, if you,
mine got like 20 minutes of drone footage before the actual the proper filming business. I normally do like 20 minutes of a
drone
shots, round and round and round. The same old the whole building.
Some old knacker.
I know. Read it all. I see it all. Rain. The same old building.
Yeah, in case there's one little brick that you didn't film from a specific angle.
My last 3 videos have not had any drone footage in at all.
And I bet you've had a lot of views on them as well.
No, I never have that many views. If you could just advertise my YouTube channel so I can get some more subscribers.
Certainly. What's it called? Is it called the Bald Explorer?
It's called the Mark Selwood, and it's just advertise that so I can get some more subscribers.
Okay, it's called Mark Selwood 20-minute drone footage channel.
Yay!
Mark, is it just Mark Selwood? Is that all I have to put in?
It's just Mark Selwood.
Ah, there you go. You see, now, if you had an image, what you need is a picture of you at a roadside with a big pile of faggots and a big sign saying for sale. You'd be all right, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Mark Selwood, you see.
When are you coming down to Cornwall? Then?
Well, have they let people in yet?
Yeah, they are. Well, I'm coming out. And,
yeah, but you live there. They allow you out if, But are they letting foreigners back in?
Yeah, so September sometime.
Yeah, well, let's come down in September then.
Nikki's slamming the doors here around me. I don't think she's very happy.
Why? What? She doesn't like me. I don't know why she says hello and what. She hates it when I come down to see you because she thinks we're gay.
Yeah, when she thinks I give you too much of a
When was the last time I spoke to you? A month ago.
Yeah, Nick, come in here. So.
Come here, Nick.
Oh, no.
Nikki?
Nick, come here.
Come on.
Here.
Come on, Nikki.
She's shaking her head now.
Is she shaking her head?
Yeah, all right, sweetheart. All right, pumpkin.
Poor old Mark. He's...
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah,
bye, Nikki.
Making lunch, so... Yeah, Nick's got, because she's got work tomorrow, and I go back to Cornwall tomorrow.
Oh dear, I hope you have a safe journey. It's nice, though, to escape the clutches from time to time, though, isn't it, and get home.
No, we're actually coming back up Ainslow again next week, and Nikki's coming back down to Cornwall with me for a week.
Glutton for punishment, eh?
No, and I'm going to be doing more drone videos flying above the same old.
The same
They're
old
not
castles.
they're not that bad, are they? The drone footage.
It's all a bit samey, though, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, paranoid now I am.
Oh, don't you be paranoid. We can't both be paranoid.
I know. So, did you like my last video when me and Nikki went around the Chelsea physics garden?
I thought the one where you were in the punt or whatever it was and you were all dressed up, that one.
Yeah, no, that was this week, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you look very swish.
when we was in the rowing boat.
Yeah, oh, a rowing, but I thought you were doing the old punting.
No, did you actually watch it?
Yeah, no, I saw it, but I know because I thought you were in a punt and you had oars, and I thought, what's he doing?
We did have oars, but it was a rowing boat.
Yes, I know that. I'm only pulling your leg. It was all a bit samey. We had a lot of complaints ever since you put that on, actually, on the Bald Explorer. Yeah, a lot of complaints.
Why?
Because they said you keep doing the samey thing. You didn't have any drone footage in it.
Well, no, I know. I need more.
There was no drone footage. They were very upset.
I know they would be. I know it would be. Is Kevin watching the live show?
Kevin, he's probably watching it. He's keeping a low profile at the moment.
Well, why is he?
Well, because he's been discovered. He's a thief. He's a thief, you see, and he doesn't want anyone to know. He's been moonlighting. If you go out onto what they call what do they call it now? The samples? No, not the sample. The simples. There's a place near him. I can't remember that. It's got a weird name. It's like the Severals. That's called the Severals. If you go out onto the Severals at night, you'll see him stark naked dancing with wolves.
Well, I look forward to that.
You can get your drone up there with a big torch over and have a look.
Get some nice bright moon footage.
Yes. No, Kevin is. I think Kevin is. He's out there, but he's just being a bit. He's working ever so hard at the moment. Apparently,
I don't blame him. So,
yeah.
Right, Richard, I'm going to let you go.
Why?
Because I am.
Because you're bored, aren't you? It's all a bit samey.
No, I got stuff to do with
Nikki. Yeah, I know. Stuff to do with Nikki. Well, you get stuffed into Nikki and have a nice evening.
And nice to speak to you in a bit. Nice to speak to you,
yeah,
Richard.
take care. I look forward to coming down. Don't worry about the samey comment. I'm only pulling your leg. But get the T-shirts done. That would be hilarious.
Oh, good day. So, all right. Speak to you later, Richard.
Yeah, take care. All the best.
Bye. Bye to Richard. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Cheerio. Oh, there we are. He's gone. Whew. There we are. That was Mark Selwood, I think his name was. Lovely bloke. Must get down and have a gay time with him very soon. Assuming he can get away, that is. Anyway, I want to thank a couple of people. Firstly, I want to thank my son, Stanley, for sending me this, A History of Hampshire. My son, Stanley, the eldest son, who also sent me an OS map. Very nice, of the Hampshire area. And particularly near where he lives, because his reasoning was, if I was to go down there and do a little bit of filming, I could go and spend more time with George, though he and his fiancée, Patricia, could have some time out. So, in other words, come and do some grandfather duties, bit of kidnapping. No, not kidnapping. What do they call it? When you look after somebody else's child? Kids sleep. What do they call it? There's a name for it, isn't there? Child sitting on the baby. Babysitting. Bit of babysitting. And so these were little bribes. So, but they're good bribes, because it means I can go and make some videos. I'll go down there early in the morning, do a bit of filming, go and then see my grandson, see my son, and then shoot home. Or he said you can even stay overnight and we can go away for the weekend. I said, well, thanks for that. So, and thank you to Elaine Brazier, who sent me this lovely little book, Companion into Sussex, a history, the people, the places of beautiful English county. This one written in 1972. And it's a charming little book. And each of these lovely Sussex books that I've got, they all talk about the same county. So they're all a bit samey, but hey-ho. That's part of the thing. No, thank you so much, Elaine. Elaine's very good. She sends me quite a few books, and she always puts in here a little message to me there. She says, please change the nature of your show. It's all a bit samey. Thank you very much. Nice to see you nice. So there we are. How nice is that? Oh, there's a P.S. Don't give this to any of the immigrants coming in because otherwise they'll know where to go in Sussex. Send them up to Cumberland. Oh, that's a good idea. Send them up north. Anyway, so there we are. Now, you're very welcome to send us an email, but better than that is a phone call. But we're going to go to another video, and this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... Has Jeff Kellison arrived, by the way? Have we seen him? I'm desperate to show one of his videos, but I don't think he is there. Jeff, are you there? Is he in hiding as well? In that case, we've got the good old Glastonbury Gabriel. He's got part 2 of not the Cheddar Gorge. This is the other one, the Glastonbury Gorge, or some such name.
View back down the gorge there. Getting out is harder than I remembered. I think when it rains, a stream runs down here and these rocks are all slippery. And I'm trying to walk up with a camera and keep balance. It's not easy. There's the view back again. So, I've got my breath back. There's where we've been. Down there. Swinging round. Catch that lovely lady falling down the hill. Oh, there she goes. And then we're going up there where apparently the path levels out quite quickly. So, I'm going to get to the top of that level path before I talk again, because I don't want to fall over and break myself or my cameras. It's levelled out. Oh, we made it. Wow. One last look down into the gorge, I think. Disappearing down there. Here it goes. I hope my band of merry armchair warriors are enjoying this walk and appreciate the fact that I'm doing this so that you don't have to. Unless of course you want to. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Although I hope that's not a picture of me at the top. It's worth the wait and worth the walk where we're going. Definitely going the right way. Any second now. And here it comes. You can see that rock sticking up through there. As we pan round, looking at Glastonbury Tor, but you won't see it. And then, what's down below us? Let's have a look, shall we? That's a long way down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Ever Gorge laid out below you. have to say that was an impressive walk, a hard walk, not very stable underfoot, but wow, was it worth it. Sadly the sun's shining at us rather than the other way round. I should really come up here early in the morning, but that wasn't to be today. But certainly I will come here again. This is incredible, absolutely incredible. I think I prefer it up here to down there in the gorge. The views are just stunning, absolutely amazing. Well, time for a wander around and then head back to the car. Let's go.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the wonderful, lovely and very talented Gabriel Glastonbury clambering about. There was a moment there during that, I don't know whether you noticed that, there seemed to be a woman who was talking and they couldn't see her. And I thought maybe he's just doing the voiceover in a puffed out way at home, but who knows. Now, that noise you can hear in the background is because our next caller has called in a little bit earlier than whilst the video was going, but we're going to patch him through into the studio and say hello to Joseph. Hello, Joseph.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Are you?
Yeah, no, I'm very good. Now, the audience know that there is a little Joseph. Now, you're not Julia's Joseph, are you? You're a different Joseph altogether.
Yes.
You're a fully fledged Joseph of what, 11 years old?
Yes.
From Worthing.
Mhm.
By the sea.
Yep.
I know that place. It's quite nice down there. I've been there once or twice. So now I know that you're a proficient vlogger, filmmaker, GoPro owner, and all of that. Is that true?
Yes.
And you've already been out making videos of your own thing, haven't you?
Yes.
Tell us what you've made already.
Well, I used to do different videos of gaming, but I decided not to do that because I didn't really feel comfortable. So I've decided to do like vlogs like you do. So I've done Sisbury Ring. I've done a little vlog up there, and this Sunday I'm going to Box Hill Priory, and I'm going to film a vlog there as well. Box
Hill Priory, very interesting place with the ruins there and the church next to it. Have you been there before?
No.
Ah, well you'll love it then, because the ruins, which were the hospital. Well, they call it the hospital, but not a hospital in the way that we think of a hospital these days, where people go because they're ill. But it's more to do with hospitality, and so people were being looked up. It's more like a little hotel for monks and pilgrims who used to travel about. So you interested in landscape, heritage and nature then, Joseph?
Yes, and history. And
history. What's your favourite period of history?
I like 1300s, 1500s.
Oh, interesting period. So what can you tell us about that period? That's sort of the Middle Ages, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm very interested because of all the medieval castles and things.
Right, yes. Very exciting.
Yeah.
I wish we had more medieval castles that were sort of standing, even in ruins. We've got Bramber round here, but we've got lots of lumps and bumps and things, but not too many. I mean, you've got Pevensey. Have you been to Pevensey Castle?
No, I'm going next week.
Oh, are you? Well, there you are. You're going to make a vlog about it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. There we go. Are you basically going to knock me off YouTube and actually take over?
Well, I guess you're a bit higher than me, so I'd just be a kind of a little side.
A little side. Yeah, but that's how it works, you see. A little side thing crawls up, and the guy on the top doesn't notice, and then before you know it, he falls off the pinnacle, and then there you are, a superstar.
Yeah.
Which is what you want, really. And then think of all that money that comes in off YouTube.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, at least £13.50. At the end of the year, you'll be able to count that up and think, wow, that was really worthwhile. No, it's yeah. So, have you tell us a little bit something about yourself then? You're 11 years old. You're keen on stuff, and you presumably you go to school locally, but we won't find out too much of that information. Have you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I've got a half sister. Yeah.
A half a sit. Which half have you got? The top half or the bottom half?
Bit of both.
Oh, a bit of both. That's nice. Joined in the middle, which is always good until the glue comes undone, and then it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Do you get on with your half sister?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, well, that's lucky because I used to get on with my sister only half of the time. So I wish I'd had
a son, so I'm an uncle.
Oh, you're an uncle. How old is your half sister then?
25, 6, I think.
25, 6. That's 256. That's quite old, isn't it? 256. No wonder she's an uncle. No, wait a minute. You're the uncle. So you're an uncle. What does it feel like being an uncle at 11?
Well, I guess it was quite cool because I was at a birthday party actually, and my mum got a text and she was like, oh, "You're an uncle," and I was like, oh, "Wow."
Wow. And then you went back to your game, and you were at the birthday party, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh wow. So there you are. You're an uncle. So that means that at least once a year you've got to remember somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
And buy presents and things. So when is your birthday? What part of the year have you had your birthday?
Yeah, 27th of May.
Oh, right, okay. You didn't have to give us the whole information, but I'm sure the audience will now remember that. They'll write it in their diaries and they'll be buying you action cameras, GoPros, tripods, recorders, all that kind of stuff.
Well, that'd be nice, but I'm not sure that would happen.
Well, you never know what happens on this show. All sorts of things mysteriously appear, which is great. Your YouTube channel is Joseph Newman Adventure Vlogs, is that right?
Yes.
Fantastic. And it's on YouTube so people can check it out. And you've already got one up there. If I type that in, will I find it?
Yes. Also, I've also gained 1 subscriber from this stream, so thank you very much to that person.
What, already? Just the one?
Yeah, Nigel Sadler.
Nigel Sadler. How many subscribers have you got at the moment?
I think 51 or 52.
Well, we're going to get you up to 60. We're going to get you up to 60 in this show. Is that not right, ladies and gentlemen? Wouldn't that be awesome for a little 11-year-old ringing in on a live show? I think that would be the least that some of our people would do. And don't just subscribe and then unsubscribe an hour later. Thank you very much. So, I'm going to subscribe. So that's one. I've just got to find you, first of all. Hang on. Joseph. I don't know how to spell Joseph, fortunately. Joseph, what's it called again?
Joseph Newman.
Oh, yes, that's it. Newman.
Adventure
Vlogs. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, you've got a picture of Bramber Castle.
Yeah.
So I have now subscribed. Let's go there and hang on. By using special magic powers, have you got the screen in front of you?
What
Can you see the? Can you see the show?
Yeah, I'm watching. Oh my God, yes, yeah, I can see it.
There we are. Look, this is where people have got to go, folks. Joseph Newman Adventure Vlogs, 51 subscribers. I've just joined. Make sure that somebody else joins. That would be great. And look, there he is. There is the young and up-and-coming, not so bald explorer, Joseph Newman, on a first adventure.
Joseph Newman Adventure Vlogs here. And we're going to go on a walk up to Sisbury Ring, and I'm going to bring you with me.
Is that cringy seeing yourself?
Yeah, I guess.
No, of course it isn't.
Yeah.
There we are. They can check that out. You've had 19 views. We'll make sure that goes up as well. And we're going to give it a like at the same time. Why not? And in the description it says, "Hi, I'm Joseph Newman. I'm an 11-year-old who loves history and exploring. Please subscribe. I make and edit these videos on my own. And if you like my videos, please also, Eve," there's an L missing there, "Eve, a like or a comment. Also, I, apostrophe M, getting a microphone soon, so there'll be better audio quality. Camera, GoPro Hero 7, Black, show more." Oh, yeah, microphone. Sorry, I always get that. So there we go. How about that? And I'm going to just write a quick comment on there. Good luck with the channel. You are a star now.
Thank you.
There we go. That's what you need. You just need a bit of encouragement. I think everybody starting out needs a little bit of encouragement because it can be, you can get these videos done and it can be a bit lonely trying to get them up and you think, oh, is anybody actually watching my stuff?
Yeah.
And it takes time. So the thing to do is just to stick with it. Don't worry about what
Yeah.
people write. Just stick with it. It will get easier. You'll get better. It hasn't quite worked that way for me. I'm still the same rubbishy sort of performer that I
Yeah.
ever been. But what do you mean? Yeah, thanks. But it will get better. So there we go. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that nice? Oh, look, Sean Jane Cameron has been doing a count. We've got 67 subs now for you, apparently. And people are checking that out. And
Yes, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
that's all right. Now all you've got to do is find all the other live shows, ring up and say, make sure you get your audience to subscribe to me. So,
I wish.
and of course, don't forget, if you do subscribe to Joseph Newman's adventure vlogs, he will send you a personalised Porsche. Is that right? As you said something about that? Did you say that on that bit of card I got?
Yes.
Joseph is
definitely.
a multi-billionaire. He will send everyone their own house in the country. And a nice racehorse to go with it. So there we go. How about that? Oh, some of that might not be true. Oh,
Yeah, red rum.
Red Rum. Yeah, if you can find him. I think the lovely Julia knows where Red Rum is. He's I think he was buried or scattered on at Ascot, I think it is. I'm not quite sure.
Red rum.
Oh, you're typing it in. You see, you're a Google warrior already, aren't you? Where was Red Rum buried?
Red Rum died on October 1995, aged 30. His death was one of the lead times on television bulletins and also made the front pages in newspapers. The next day, he was buried in a winning post of the Aintree racecourse.
Oh, Aintree, that's right. It's Red Rum, there he goes, it's Red Rum coming up to the end now. Then Red Rum, followed by anybody else is followed by somebody who's not quite dead. Someone who's not quite dead, followed by, yes, I wish I was there. And it's Red Rum coming up to the end. And it's Aintree, and he said, what is that? There's Red Rum! I said, oh, Red Rum's had a heart attack, he's dead. Poor old Red Rum. So, do you like horse racing? Do you like race horses and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I ride. I literally got a picture on my wall of Red Rum, Slawfoot, Red Rum, Desert Orchid, and Arkle.
Don't tell Julia; she will be incredibly jealous, because she has a big picture of Red Rum. I think she has another one. She has what's the other one? The one that's fairly new, that's been a big hit.
Songbird might not be Songbird. I'm not sure. He sold for 9 million, around 9 million, retired.
Blimey, 9 million. I wish I could sell for 9 million.
You kind of might be able to.
Yeah, 9 million mouldy old potatoes. But anyway, look, listen, it's been lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for ringing in and watching the show. And I'm going to wish you the best of luck. We're going to be following what you do. Will you do me a favour, though? Having promoted you to the hilt and given you all those subs, when you've got a spare moment, whenever you're out there, will you send me a little video? Just about a minute or so to play in.
What do I send it on? What you
send, if you can, in my description on the YouTube channel, you will see where it says send to. You use wetransfer.com, and you put my email address in, which is there, richard@vobes.com, and so just send your MP4 file over to me. It doesn't have to be edited or anything, just like, hello, I'm Joseph and I'm at Sisbury Ring, or I'm riding riding your horse would be fantastic. Only has to be about a minute. We'd all love to see it, and I'll play it in on the show. You'll get another 10 subs that way, you see. You still there? I think we've lost Red Rum. Earth to Red Rum? We've lost him now. Signals, his phone's died. There he is. Anybody there? No, sadly he's gone. Not to worry. Don't worry, it might ring back, you never know. Maybe my phone ran out. Anyway, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That was young Joseph and his adventure channel. Thank you very much for supporting him and going along with that. That's been great. It's always good to see somebody. We might check a little bit of that out a little bit later on. 75 subs and growing. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's a lovely thing to do. Nigel Sadler says up 30. Here we go. He's back. He's back. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who's that?
Sean James Cameron.
Sean James Cameron. There we are. I thought it was Joseph coming back again, but no, that's all right. How are you, Sean?
I saw something on the TV today, which I think you might find quite interesting.
Oh, one moment, sorry. It's Sean James Cameron now. We're going to try and raise 100,000 subs for Sean James Cameron, because everybody rings in, obviously, they need some subs. No, sorry, I'm just taking a mickey. You saw something on the television. Go for it.
I'm only on 35,000.
Only on... yeah, all right.
I need a leg up.
Yeah, right. I'll give you a leg up. I've got 560 or 760 or something. I don't know what... This channel has barely got any.
It's not about the numbers. It's about having fun.
It's having about... Yes, exactly. Don't worry
But
about
I saw
me.
something on TV. Now,
Yes.
When I started watching your videos a couple of months ago, I thought to myself, now there's a gimmick if ever I've seen one.
There's a what?
There's a gimmick if ever I've seen one.
Oh.
On your screen, you
Yeah.
have these 3 words that pop up.
Do I?
Yeah. And apparently that tells you where you are. That tells us where you started the video from.
What do you mean? Like where I am in my house or in Worthing or...
The 3 words...
Oh, on those videos. I'm so sorry. I had no idea what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the Vogue show. You mean on the Bald Explorer? Yes, the what 3 words that tell you my location. And I always, usually, unless for reasons I can't do it, or people don't want to know, or it's not relevant. Yes, the what 3 words is it gives you the location.
Well, I thought to myself, this is a bit like QR codes. It'll be gone within 6 months, so there's no point getting into it.
Right.
But I saw today, now brace yourself.
The advert on the telly.
It was on the TV as an advert by 999.
Yeah. Where are you? I don't know. Yeah, it's on YouTube as well. I keep getting it. It's annoying.
So I thought, well, it must be going mainstream. It started off on the Vobes show, and now the world is.
Absolutely. I was an early adopter, you see. You get on the Vobes show early, and that's it. Well, it's on the Bald Explorer. I don't really need it on the Vobes show because, I'm just sitting in my house. But yes, no, that's right. It has been around for a while. They've updated the web page now. It's a bit more snazzy than it used to be when I first started using it. But I think it's very good because you can write them down quite quickly, and you can also freeze frame the thing. If I was very good at what I do, which I'm not, I could actually put those in the description so it becomes a clickable link and you would just click straight to a map. And I did do it once, but the funny thing is, not only do I forget, but because it's on screen, you can't just copy and paste it off the video because it's part of the video, which is annoying. So, so I edit on a different machine. So it's not like I edit and then post the thing on 2 different machines. I do it in a silly way. Anyway, you didn't need to know all that.
Because I saw them on one of your videos, and I thought, what's this all about? So
yes.
I tapped it in,
yeah,
and it showed me
exactly where I was.
Where you'd parked the car.
Yeah.
I could see you getting out of the car.
Yeah, actually, and if you follow it through, you can actually watch the video.
Yeah.
No, it is good, and I in theory, you could keep using it because you could, if you go to, start parking the car and you walk to a castle or something, you could then pinpoint if there was a secret door or something interesting, you could use it again and just pop it up, so that people could go directly to that rather than where you start. But I didn't want.
Is that linked to this geocaching, or is that something completely different?
Geocaching is something completely different, but you could use if you hid the geocache, you could actually give you the 3-word location, but that would take away the treasure hunting aspect of it because you just go straight to right, just here, and it would be there. I mean,
no, but it's a great thing. You could sell that to the dance, and then they could look quite intelligent in front of the kids.
Well, if you go on the geocaching website, actually, you get they do give you a series of getting they make there's some clues, and then do you want the simple answer? And you go there, and it's pretty much have a look at the end of the so-and-so. So they already kind of do that if you want to reveal where it is. And as far as I know, they go in different levels of difficulty on geocaching. So some are very, very cryptic on the clues, and some are a little bit more obvious. It's on the lion's tail. Right. And then you turn up and it's a pub and there's a big tail of a lion, and underneath you realise that there's the geocache. It could be in a tiny little pot glued on. Anyway.
But I did like the idea of what you said before when you mentioned one of the geocaches. You should just carry your card around.
Yeah, I mean, I did think about it. You know, I've done it in the past where I've shoved them in, but on this occasion I didn't have a card on me.
Oh, well, I'll send you some of my cards.
I've got a load of. This is an old card that I used to have. You can't see it now. This is the Richard Vobes radio show, podcasting to the world from about 2005. I am now showing up. I've been doing this nonsense too long. That is the front, and that is the rear of this card, little promo card.
Yes, I can see it.
Yes, very swish. Thank you very much. These are collector's items. There are people in America who I sent these to signed with date 2005. And I think they got their fires going pretty nicely with those.
It's amazing what people will buy.
They will buy all sorts of tat. It was in the early days of eBay when you could put a bucket of water on and people would buy it. Do you remember those days?
Well, when I went onto eBay, I thought, I haven't got anything to sell, so I'll just do like a test sale.
Yeah.
So I went into the garden, picked up a bit of authentic Welsh coal, and somebody bought it for £5, and it went off to the States.
It's incredible, isn't it? We did a video when I was running this is true, not me making this up. When I was running the Richard Vobes radio show, or the early Vobes show podcast, we had the same idea, but we went and got some English Channel water. We filled up some bottles and we tried to sell it. And then we realised there might be some customs problem because it was fluid. So they didn't actually ship. But that was the idea was people would get this murky water from the seaside because it was a beach up by the sea. That was the essence of the show.
Well, that sort of plays into, because I remember in Wales, it was on the Welsh News, so maybe you didn't see it.
I didn't know.
Where
I haven't got a telly.
This guy was selling bottles, and she said, "What's in them?" And he said, "I go down to the seaside, down to the Mumbles Coast.
Oh yeah, the Mumbles.
And I just swish it in the air, and I put a cork on the end, and then he was selling them £25 each of various locations in Wales, and the Americans were buying them. So you could smell the Mumbles by taking the lid off.
So
you want to get down to Worthing and do that, hard times and everything.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there we go.
You could put on the bottle the 3 words.
You could put on the bottle from where you...
crap.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are. This is Splash Point. And you could put a pebble in, couldn't you? You could just put a tiny little pebble in to prove that it's sort of there.
Oh, no, that's an extra £15.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Well, obviously, you couldn't do too much of that because the council would be after you. Yeah, lovely to talk to you.
I haven't got a TV,
Yeah, I haven't got a telly. Anyway, thank you for that, Sean James Cameron. Let's hope we've managed to give you an extra 10. We've taken some of your subscribers and shared them around a bit. It's what we do on this show. Anyway, look after yourself. We've got another video to put on. We've got 2 more videos, in actual fact. Oh, he's gone. So there we go. That was it. That was Sean James Cameron. Well, it's time to go for a video, but quickly, Ed Wolf says, I had 25 subscribers, showed my face and lost 12. Oh, I'm so sorry, but that was funny. Thank you so much for that. I will call back when my dad comes home. I'll use his phone. I have only 25 minutes of a call and I ran out. Oh, okay. Then don't worry about that for the moment. We're going to play another video, so hold your fire, young Joseph. To pick up my daughter, so audio only for a while, says Nigel. Oh, he's off. Days of Yours says, Ed, have you subscribed to yourself? At Home with Mindy said, Ed Wolf, the photo is on here, is 15 years old. There we go. Ben Reeves says, can I take a jar of air at Cornwall's highest point? Not sure you would write that on the side of where it was from. Land's End would be good, wouldn't it? Bit of Land's End. In fact, if everybody collected a little bit of Land's End, we would shrink England. So that's a factum totem pole. Let's go and have a look at another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Gabriel for the wonderful video. Sorry, I didn't say many thanks for that because we have Joseph waiting on the line. We have a moment of Murphy, and to finish off with, we have the amazing Jeff Kellison holding Jeff back. I saw that Jeff is there. Or we could sell some gold dust. Yes, that's good, Jeff. But meanwhile, it's time for a moment of Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Moment of Murphy with me, Andrew Murphy. Today it is Saturday the 8th of August 2020, and I thought I'd come over to Burton and Chingford Ponds in West Sussex for a little walk around the ponds. Let's go. Right, I've just come out of that path behind me, and now further on continuation of my walk, I'm going to head down this country lane and right round down to Chingford Pond. Let's go. I've now come approximately halfway round on my walk of Burton and Chingford Ponds, and behind me I've now arrived at Chingford Pond with a lovely view of the South Downs behind. What a lovely view of Chingford Pond below South Downs, and if we pan the camera around to the right and zoom in, is the 19th century country house on Burton Park. Right everyone, I'm just about to end my walk of Burton and Chingford Ponds. I'm now just heading back down towards the mill house, near to where my car is. I'd just like to thank you for your company, and until next time, bye for now.
So there we go, our moment of Murphy there with Andy Murphy. And it's interesting, you should show right at the end there, Burton Park, the house at Burton Park. Of course, in my day, when I was a younger fella, when I was about 20, it was St Michael's School for Girls. And I taught mime on a Monday for one term, I think it was. I got £60 for the day, teaching young girls who were about 15, and I was about 20, 21. Yes, let's not dwell too much on that. But yes, I taught mime there because it was just down the road from Petworth, and I was living in Petworth at the time in Lombard Street. Very nice place to live. And yeah, so we know Burton Park. And of course, I've done a video walk with the lovely Julia around Burton Park, and have been to Burton Mill and interviewed the very nice people there. And those videos are available for you to catch up with. But nice to see young Murphy there, Andy Murphy, whizzing around those lovely places. We've got lots of comments going on here. Careful on the roads. Oh, we have another phone call coming in. Let's find out who that is. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Vobes. Welcome to my phone.
Hello, Ed's phone. How is Ed behind the phone? Not round and squishy still, is he?
Yes, round and squidgy. Getting rounder and getting squidgier.
He should do something about that. He should do something.
Oh, yes, like Panic.
Yeah, there we go. So how is young Edward?
Yeah, all good, to be honest. I've finally recovered from my sleepless nights on that charity event. So all good.
Is it cooler now in London?
I think it is. I don't really take much notice of the weather, to be honest. I probably will do shortly as I get older. But
Yeah.
I'm still at that kind of stage where I go and march out and don't take much notice of it. So
Right. Okay.
I did have to ditch the blazers. It was getting so hot, wasn't it? I had to sling it over my arm, but never mind.
Never mind. Poor old
I
arm.
still wore my cufflinks.
Oh, good. Well, that's the main thing. As long as you're dressed up nice and smart when you go out, because you live in Greenwich, so you've got to look smart in Greenwich.
Oh, but I live on the rough side of Greenwich. Where I live used to be the borough of Woolwich.
Oh, I see. So these aren't so much
Up by
cufflinks;
Greenwich.
they're more like knuckle dusters.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
All right, my son. All right, you come down here, mate.
I actually live right on the edge of a housing preservation area where
What, they preserve houses, do they?
They do indeed. They were built in the 1930s for people who lived in the Arsenal at Woolwich.
Oh.
And,
Arsenal! Arsenal!
Yeah, exactly. Hence why I'm an Arsenal fan.
Right.
And, yeah, it's quite interesting. It's one
So
of
then,
those
like, when you
many
say when they were
things-
in the Arsenal, you're talking about the billets, like, you know, people who use guns that were. So is this where they were billeted?
Yeah, it's basically where they were set up home to live, and you know, in them days, the man in a house would go to work in the Arsenal.
What was
then
the
in the
Arsenal?
Second
The
World
Arsenal.
War, the ladies did the same.
So hang on a minute. I'm just getting my head round. When you say the Arsenal, you're talking about what, a store of military stuff.
Yeah, massive factories that built cannons and shells and.
What sort of 1930s? You're saying?
Yeah, they were built in the houses where I live were built in the 1930s. As you get closer to Woolwich, you find older and older housing.
Right. Oh, okay.
For people who are either working in the military barracks in
Yes.
Woolwich, which is still there,
Yeah.
or working in the arsenal, building all the munitions.
Oh, I see.
And massively expanded for the First and Second World War. And I mean, you can go sort of 3 miles away from the arsenal site itself and still find housing. You know, where I live today is classed as Eltham, but when you walk around, you see the cannons, which any football fan would recognise as the Arsenal logo. You see them painted on gates, and you might have seen them on some of my videos. I'm sure I mentioned it in one of the videos I've sent to you, that there's the Badge of Woolwich, and yet that video was filmed miles and miles away from modern-day Woolwich. It used to be a borough all of its own, and it's basically the whole thing was pretty much military for 100, 200, maybe even 300 years. Just, you know, for people who worked in the munitions factories.
Wow. Did it get heavily bombed during the Second World War?
Not as badly as some parts of London.
Strange,
but yeah,
because you'd think that being an Arsenal, that's exactly what the enemy would be looking for. Is to...
What the I mean, obviously the bombs back then weren't very accurate. So what used to happen, Woolwich was still quite not the town itself, but the borough of Woolwich was quite a green area back in the days, once considered part of Kent. So a lot of the bombs, thankfully, did land on Woolwich Common and places of that nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of bomb evidence still around today. But what tended to happen, especially with the V1s, the British government at the time sort of made it look like the V1s were not hitting their target, as if they were sort of undershooting, or it might have been overshooting. So what the Nazis were doing was adjusting the V1s to go further or less far, so that they would actually land in harmless places. So a lot of the time when they did land, it was kept quiet just for that purpose, so that they would sort of send them too far or too short.
What was the reason that they would send them too far or too short?
Because obviously if you know, if the British were sort of publicising that one landed, just say for argument's sake, you know, 10 miles outside of London to the west, then the Nazis would think, they're going too far, so maybe we'll put a bit less fuel in them so they cut out sooner. Or it might have been the other way around. They might have made them go further than they needed to. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was bombed, but not as badly as a lot of people assume. Because, of course, it was very hard to hit your target back in the 40s from an aeroplane.
Linda Kane says that she can remember her gran telling her that her gran remembered the enormous explosion at the Arsenal when she was a child in 1907.
Yes, I've heard a lot of stories about that. I've heard a lot of interesting stories. My friend Kim, I'm sure you won't mind me mentioning, I believe it was an aunt of his, was in a swimming baths during World War II, down in Greenwich, in proper Greenwich, and the swimming baths got bombed. And afterwards, I mean, it just shows how tough that generation were, because afterwards somebody, years later, a sort of more modern day person said to her, "My goodness, that must have really affected you." And she goes, "Oh yes, certainly, I got all wet." You know?
Yes, that's right. I mean, you see, people were more resilient then to these things. It was water
indeed?
off a duck's back, or not quite literally in that case.
Yes, weren't they indeed? I mean, today you'd need to see a whole team of psychoanalysts and psychotherapists and all sorts, wouldn't you? But
we have enough trouble putting on a mask to go into the supermarket. Some of us just can't do it. Some of us, some namby-pambies out there just won't put on a mask.
The reason I actually phoned.
Oh right, yes.
This free word location thing. Now, I'm quite a cynical, old-fashioned person.
Right.
What is better about this free word location than using coordinates?
Well, the thing is that not everybody deals with numbers very well. You know, numbers. Right. So if you're lying somewhere and all you need to go is get to your phone and go crisps, glass, toilet, and if you can remember those three words, when you say, "Oh look, I'm trapped up a mountain and I don't know where it is," the 3-word location is crisps. What was the other one? I can't. You've got to remember the 3 words, of course.
Yeah.
But crisps, whatever it was, thing and toilet. I remember that bit. I just made them up, you see. So, but whatever it is, that will tell you exactly within something like 3 feet or 3 meters where you are. So it's very pin sharp. But if you had to go, it's 608 4121 by 314 9032. Carden, can you say that again? I didn't get that. It's, if you can't remember the coordinates, or you can't get to...
Well, it makes perfect sense then. So it's just easier for people to remember.
It's more of being able to communicate to somebody else verbally just 3 simple words.
Yes. Yeah, that makes perfect sense then. I myself have struggled with coordinates over the years. Not that I don't grasp how they work, but they're jolly hard to remember, aren't they?
You see, at the moment, floating our boat, lovely Rich and Fran, you see, they could get on now. I don't advise this for one moment, but they could go onto their onto the app on their phone, and they could give us the 3 words in the correct order. Because if they do it in any other order, it would put them on the other side of the world, probably. And we would be able to go on the website and immediately see exactly where they are. If they've moored up and they're sitting there watching the Vobes show, we would be able to see exactly what part. Of course, it tells everybody where they're, so that's why I'm saying don't do it. But and it's great because you can go, I want to go exactly to that very spot and stand there and say, I was where Rich and Fran... I'm getting wet.
So is there only one app that will cater to this whim, or is it sort of an open source thing that many apps can use?
I don't know, but there is one main app.
Because I do worry it's sometimes these little gimmicks are just a way for certain organisations to make $1, which
but the thing is, it would be yes, and the thing is, once you've mapped out all the locations to 3 words. I mean, that's going to be public knowledge, so that anybody could make an app. Once you've made every coordinate into a single word, so that by having 3 words, you've effectively pinpoint somebody on the earth.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm not going to get you wrong. That's the one thing you won't accuse me about.
I'm very cynical of these things where people are reinventing the wheel. It's like my mother's trying to diet all her life, on and off, every time the whim strikes her. And one minute she's having to learn about points, and then she's having to learn about something else. And I keep saying to her, what's wrong with good old calories?
Yeah,
everybody uses calories. But then I don't know if it's Weight Watchers or
What's wrong with Calagas? That's what I say. Crisp's glass toilet is in Kazakhstan, apparently.
Oh, I thought it was in my shopping list. But
no, Crisp's glass toilet. So if you look that up, you would end up somewhere in Kazakhstan. But if you did it in a different order, if you did glass Crisp's toilet, that would be somewhere else.
Yeah.
By the magic of science, I'll be able to tell you where Glass Crisp's toilet is if my researcher goes off and finds out for me.
I will have to look into this because I have been finding it fascinating and I've not delved into it. But I just thought I can't be the only person wondering this. Surely other people have thought, what was wrong with coordinates? But not to sort of have a bash at anyone using it. I genuinely think it's a good idea. I probably wouldn't use it myself, but I think lots of things are good ideas, but I don't use them myself.
Well, we can't use all the good ideas, can we? We wouldn't have time.
Anyway, I better let you get on with the show. Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you, Ed. Look after yourself.
You too. Goodbye.
Goodbye. There we are, Ed Loud. And according to Floating Our Boat, lovely to see you, by the way. And I loved your video, your recent video. Do go and check it out. Floating Your Boat's current video. Fantastic, lovely lunch recipe using couscous. I always used to think couscous was fish eggs, but I don't think it is fish eggs, is it? It is an actual thing that... What's that? It's my hands wiggling. It is an actual thing that grows, but they were using all sorts of chippity chopped stuff. We've got another call here. I'm going to answer this. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm back, sorry.
He's back. It's young Joseph is back. How are you, Joseph?
Good. Sorry, I didn't have any. Well, I have like a certain amount of minutes because I ran out of it. So I got the rewards and I had like 25 minutes, but I'd used so much up, so I didn't have much left. But now I'm calling on my stepdad's phone.
Oh, that's very nice. We're going to see how many subscribers we've managed to get you in the course of the show now. I just need to refresh the page. Hang on, let's refresh this. And 78 it says here.
Yes, I can't believe it.
And now we've got 41 views to your video, so people have obviously ditched my show and gone off to watch your show.
Yeah.
Hang on, we're just going to have a quick watch.
And we're going to go on a walk up to Sisbury Ring, and I'm going to be bringing you with me. So we're just going to go up there now, and I'll be showing you some different interesting facts, and we'll be looking around. So let's go. Although you have to be completely fine with walking because there's lots to
The editing app was a bit weird.
Don't worry about the editing, mate. That looks really good. And the great thing is you're doing it. You're genuinely there. You're out of breath, clambering up that hill, up those steps. I've done that walk so many times. It's absolutely fantastic. So, well, good for you. So what did you have before? You had 50-odd subscribers, and now you've got another 38 on top of that. That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, I had about 34, but for a long period I only had about I had about one, and then I learned I had to use iMovie by myself, and I just did it from my phone to YouTube, and then I did different videos. I did like kind of gaming videos, and then I decided I wanted to kind of do what you did. Yeah,
everyone, they just want to rip me off. That's all they want to do, these people. They just say, I'm going to be like him. I want to be like you, shooby-doo, shooby-doo, dooby-doo. I'm only kidding. I mean, I'm doing what other people do. So, we're all doing it, and we all do it in our own unique style, and that's what people like, and that's why they tune in, because they can like one person doing that sort of thing, and then they can go, I don't like that person doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you were saying about the What 3 Words app. It's really good.
Yeah, no, it's good because people can quickly look that up.
Yeah, and it's also kind of creepy at the same time.
Creepy?
Well, no, it's not creepy, but it's like you know exactly where someone is at any one time. Yes.
Fortunately, the satellite picture is not live. Imagine that. Imagine that you can go, yes, I'm at this location. Suddenly, the satellite zooms in. Although that technology, no doubt, will come, and your parents will be able to track you wherever you go.
Yeah.
Although, because they know what you get up to, they just have to watch your YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Well, that's fantastic. So, when do you go back to school, Joseph?
September. I have no idea whatsoever.
All right. Now you go to a very nice school, I have to say, because we had the conversation just before you came on air before, and you go to Sompting Abbots.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely school, and
you made a video about it.
And I made a video about it. Exactly, I made 2 actually, and we went on the roof. Have you been on the roof?
No, but my friend did live in a teepee at one point, and just for like temporarily, like a great big tent with a fire in the middle, and it was near in something on the Sompting estate. So we went up, and she went up. I didn't want to go up because I knew the security cameras were there, so I went half up, but I didn't go right up.
Oh, I see. You weren't allowed to go up there, so she sort of sneaked in. No. Well, we went up there with old Stuart Douch, your headmaster, lovely bloke, who did a cartoon. He did a cartoon actually. He did a cartoon of the Vobes show because he's great at cartoon. He's a great cartoonist, isn't he?
Yeah, he does it for all our classes. Like, well, he did do history. Now he does English for us, but he does loads of different cartoons and. You
know, when you get your school report. Does he do an individual picture of each pupil? And you know, if you've done well, you're happy and smiling, and you've got holding a nice a trophy or something. Or if you've done really badly, he's got you sort of hanging by a noose, going, "This boy will do badly in life. He will end up making YouTube videos and appearing on the Vobes show."
On the gallows. On
the gallows, yes. Well, it's a lovely school, and you're a lovely chap. So you're going to go out and make us a little video and share with us, for us, in the future?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And that would be great. And meanwhile, I'm sure more people will come to your channel now that you've appeared on the Vobes show, mega international fame show with the 700-odd people that we have on here. You want to get on that Bald Explorers show and do a walk with him. He's got 13,500. Not as many as float in our boat, though. Now, there you go. You want to get yourself up onto a nice boat. Get yourself a canal boat. Go up and down the River Arun.
I've been on one.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marvellous. Right, we've got to go, Joseph, but thank you for ringing back. Sorry you ran out of money on your phone.
It's fine.
But we'll talk again, no doubt.
Do you stream? What's the deal? Is it do you stream every week or every day or?
I'd stream 24 hours a day, 7 days of the week, 372.
Let's talk seriously, please.
Oh, this is an 11-year-old talking to me. Let's talk serious, please. Dear, oh dear. I put me in my place. What were you saying? Yes, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on the Vobes show at 8 o'clock. Usually for an hour, but on Friday, an hour and a half. We've got Jeff Kellison waiting in the wings to show us what his favourite place on this planet in America. So I've got to go to that now. But
okay.
But thank you for talking seriously to me.
It's okay.
It's okay. Marvellous. All right, well, you look after yourself, Joseph.
Okay, you too.
Take care. Thanks for ringing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. That was the very precocious, that very lovely Joseph there at 11 years old telling me, now let's talk serious, please. It's all good fun on this show, isn't it? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Jeff Kellison to tell us something fascinating about where he is and the 2 interesting features in the landscape that he absolutely adores. One of which he advises you not to climb. I press the button and the silly thing. Wait a minute, I have to do that again. Yes, thank you. Get over there. Jeff, there's such a lovely lead in as well. Jeff Kellison, ladies and gentlemen, telling us a place that's in his heart in America.
Hello everybody, this is Jeff. I just stopped here along the way to do a really quick video and show you how beautiful this valley is. I'm right near Mount Shasta, which you can see behind me. There's also Black Butte that I'll show you, and some of the foothills of the Cascades. This is Mount Shasta. It's the mid-August as I'm filming this, so this time of year has the absolute least amount of snow. It will begin snowing on the summit about the 2nd or 3rd week of September. It truly is beautiful. Mount Shasta is 4,322 meters tall. It is absolutely beautiful. They ski near the top of it. There's a lodge. On the backside of the lake, the mountain, there's a lake called Lake Shastina. I actually fished in a fishing tournament there more years ago than I would like to admit. And this little mountain next to Mount Shasta is Black Butte. And it is made up of volcanic ash and razor sharp chunks of obsidian. And every year they tell everyone not to try and climb it, but people do, and they get cut up. It is like walking on razor blades. A little bit of smoke in the air today. It must be from the forest fires they're having in Colorado right now. I will pan around a little bit from the mountain and show you some of the foothills of the Cascades here in Northern California. If I won the lottery, this is where I would live. Before I started driving truck, I had a ranch about 90 miles from here. This is absolute paradise to me. I'm on my way home right now. I'm looking forward to home cooking, clean shirts, air conditioning, silence, and fishing. And I've got 600 miles to go. Well, that's it for me. I hope everyone's well. Bye.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? What an amazing place. Thank you so much, Jeff. That was really interesting to see. The mountain looks gorgeous. And it's very strange here in August to see it covered in, well, not covered, but the peak actually having some snow on it. I guess at that height, it does, even that gets cool. And I imagine it's very nice and skiing. Love to learn more about your ranch and your ranching days. And as somebody just said out there, it would be great to do a live Skype with you on the show sometime. Maybe we can set that up for next week if you're around, Jeff. When you're at home and you've got a bit of time, maybe we can do a live Skype on the show. Would be fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. That's all good. So how about that? We just need more of you to go out. You see how simple it is? You just stick the camera on something, stand in front of it, tell us some of your favourite places, that sort of thing. Send them in to the old Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi and I will play them in. This is something unusual and different and special, and I really appreciate the fact that you go to that effort. And we can share all of that. And the more that we can get other people, it just adds a bit more diversity. And it grows the show, of course, and you get less of me, which is probably always a good thing. Now, whilst whilst Fran and Rich are out there, I sent you an email. I don't know whether you got it, and I sent you a message. Are you coming back over the Pont Casolti on the Llangollen Canal around the 24th to the 27th of August? I am going off to see a farmer, a very high up farmer, actually. He is the CEO of what is it called? The Something for Real Food? Not Something for Real Food. Sean put it up on the screen earlier, this afternoon. What was it called, Sean? You remember? I forget these things. Very interesting man, talking about farming and how the farm world is trying to get back into mixed farming and to get away from the monoculture. It's absolutely fascinating. He runs this big trust and talks to people like George Monbiot and a whole load of big players. The Sustainable Food Trust, there we are, by Patrick Holden. It's Patrick Holden who I'm going to see. I've been in email exchange today. I've watched a couple of his videos. Fascinating bloke. Has a farm in Wales, and I'm off to see him around that time. So I don't know whether you're doing that, but I'll be in Wales and you're in North Wales. It would be fantastic to sort of hook up around then. Try and bring the lovely Julia along, because I know she would want to have a look. But anyway, I just pushed that out there. Jeff Kellison says, thanks very much. It was brilliant, Jeff. Really, really loved it. Fantastic stuff. And fantastic to all of our lovely contributors. Mike Dixon with his waterfall. The lovely Glastonbury Gabriel in his Glastonbury, what would you call it? The not Ebeno. What did you call it? The Elba Gorge. Must go there, actually. That would be fascinating. I'd love to go there. We had Andy Murphy doing the Burton Park, which was superb. Let's talk, says, yes, let's talk. That would be great. I mean, if not, I might be able to extend. I mean, I've got an open diary most of the time. Who else did we have? We had Robert Croser, we had Mike Dixon, we had Jeff, we had Andrew Murphy and Glastonbury Gabriel. Thank you for all those wonderful contributions. Thank you to you guys for your contributions, for ringing in. Ed Loud, Mark Selwood, young Joseph, calling in and making the show go well. And, of course, all your comments. To the lovely Judith for moderating, the lovely Julia for keeping everybody in check. And all of that. So time for me to go and put everything to bed. No shows over the weekend, as you'll be aware, other than there's a couple of videos coming. I got an interesting one on Monday, which I've yet to edit, about... I interviewed Tony Whitbread, who's the president of the Sussex Wildlife Trust, who is building a green roof, doing some experiments on a green roof from scratch. And I'm following the story about the kind of wildlife that you can attract and how they are stepping stones for lots of insects to get across towns and cities. Fascinating stuff. We have another bit of forest bathing, and I go to the walk around Washington, not in America, in DC, but in Sussex to Sullington. So you've got all that lot to look forward to from the Vobes. The lovely Julia and I are probably going out somewhere tomorrow if the weather holds up. So to make some videos to keep you all entertained. Thank you so much. Do give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the show. Check out everybody else's videos. It's been fantastic. But from me, now, ladies and gentlemen, from me, thanks to Nigel Sadler as well. I will try and get this made up. I've got a couple of bits put together, but sure you'll agree it doesn't make great TV. Until next time, from the Vobie One-Eyed Kenobi, take care, have a great weekend. Don't ring the phone now. Trying to get to the thing. It's ta-ta from me and goodbye. Take care. Goodbye! Goodbye!